and a comment that appeared, stock market only long term. And that's a good lead in to discuss the account, which is exactly that long-term one. Microsoft finally bounced back in the portfolio. Nvidia, Google. Google is still incredible. Altria took off incredibly. I don't know where that fuel came from. United Health, which got its butt kicked again. Oh well. Arista Network also moved up significantly. Bonds, an ETF on American bonds quoted in euros, 7 to 10 year ones. Next, Service Corporation International. Axum Therapeutics. CrowdStrike, well, finally something bounced back here. Oracle. I've talked about Oracle, but I'll say it again because this will be a YouTube highlight and it's worth saying. I've spoken many times about my approach and strategy in this project and that I hold stocks for 2 years, but the market is the market and sometimes various things happen. And I also said that if any company deviates from my criteria and assumptions, it will unfortunately be dropped from the portfolio. Because if Oracle, let's say, fell to $120 after such a big drop from the peak to $120, it would be 65%. And if they drop 65%, they're out of the portfolio. So it will be the first company I ever kick out of the portfolio. And if I didn't have this company in my portfolio, what I'm getting at is I'd never buy it if it dropped that much. I can just see from the chart that it's not it. There are so many cool companies you can invest in. There's no point in pushing into something that has dropped so much. Well, that's about it. And a brand new one from yesterday. So finally, Visa shares are in the portfolio. I've been talking about Visa for 6 months and only now it's entered the portfolio. And we're still hunting for Amazon. We can keep hunting. Right. So now Amazon is taking the lead as the company I'm hunting. Because if 6 months ago I was hunting for Visa and Amazon hasn't been caught yet, it'll soon be a year. And I'll still be hunting for it, right? Taiwan Semiconductors. I'm still saying you can keep dreaming. Netflix, come on down just a little bit more, maybe not just a bit, but still we would really appreciate it if you could lower it a little further. I won't be as lenient here as I was with Visa shares because last week I said that maybe I'd want to wait until 300 and let's say 10 on Visa. But it might be that Visa won't drop below that anymore. Of course, we don't know that. So I bought it. But regarding Netflix, I won't be so lenient. 55, if it reaches that price, down to 55, I'll take it. If not, too bad. Maybe some other time or in 100 years. And if we're talking specifically, I just said, to be clear, what I was actually demonstrating and showing on the chart. Here we have a summary of the profit and loss for each company, the total rate of return. Here we have the assets, which is probably the most important part of the portfolio, this amount, 14,173. That's the liquidation value. If I closed everything right now, that's how much would be in the portfolio. The largest allocation is in these bonds, but I've said many times that this is an instrument for storage, for holding. If something happens in the world, if there are sharp drops, this single instrument will be sold and stocks will be bought. As for the account history, well, this is what it looks like. The total deposit is 12,763 zlotys, plus the earned profit of 1,444. That equals this result. And that's about it. If you have questions, go ahead.